Happy Tuesday, fellow thrifters. Toward the beginning of the month, I went to visit my mom in Alabama for Easter, and then as soon as I got home, my boyfriend's mom came for a 2-week visit, and boy, did we do some thrifting. If you look over here, you will see that all of these tote bags are thrifting goodies that I've got to show you. I will probably have to divide this between more than one video because there's a lot, but let's dive right in. First, I'm going to show you what I found at the Goodwill bins in Providence, Rhode Island. First of all, I found a nice long sweater. It does not have pockets. I was a little disappointed about the lack of pockets, but it fits, it's comfortable, it's warm. I'll take it. And you'll have to excuse me if I sound stuffy or if I have to take a second to cough, because as soon as we get over cold and flu season, we get into pollen season. So I'm kind of allergies. Anyway, back to the bins. I found a gorgeous pair of Nike sneakers. Look at that. I love that print so much. And I was lucky to find both of them because at the bins, initially when they bring out the shoes, they're either tied together at the laces, or a lot of the times they're simply bound together kind of like this, with a rubber band wrapped around them. And as people start pawing through all the shoes and tossing stuff around, shoes get separated. And sometimes it's very hard to find the match to a shoe you find that you like. I found a, what was the brand? A Skechers sandal. My boyfriend's mom has a pair of these Skechers sandals. She let me borrow them once, and I absolutely love them. We found one of them in the bins. I searched through every single shoe in those bins, and I could not find the match to it. I was so disappointed, but I found these. I love those so much. I tried them on. They fit. They're comfortable. I love that print so much. And let's see, I found some quilt patterns for my mom. She loves to quilt. A little plush sea slug. A little plushy carrot cake cat from the game Cats and Pickles. I love the cats. I love all of them. I've got a few. I've started a collection of the cats. They're so cute. And a cross stitch with some of the needles still in it. I might leave that just like that and trim the excess off the edges and then just hang it on the wall just like that, because it's finished. I mean, it doesn't need anything else done to it. And cute little puzzle. I love jigsaw puzzles. Some cross stitch fabric. I don't do regular cross stitch that often, but it's always good to have the fabric on hand in case I do. Some little drawstring bags. Never know when you might need one of those. A metal spoon. It's shaped like a heart, and it says, "Fill the heart to warm." It says, "Fill the heart to warm the soul." Little spoon. Some rope for when we go camping. Never know when you might need to tie something up or tie someone up. just joking. And some, shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Steering wheel covers. Nice floral steering wheel cover. And I found a second one to have a backup in case anything happens to the first one. And another cross stitch. I love that so much. It's so cute. And it's already mounted. I do need to replace the tape because the tape is pretty ancient and it's just, it doesn't have any of the sticky left. But it's already mounted. All I have to do is stick it in a frame. That's adorable. And it's not stained or anything. I can't believe I found that under a bunch of stuff in the bins, completely undamaged. That's so cute. I love that so much. Found a chunk of amethyst. I love amethyst. As you can see, I love purple. I love amethyst. And this magnet, this has always been one of my favorite works of art. Tells the name and everything on the back. I've always thought that looked interesting. And I found a Vera Bradley Snoopy wallet. It's brand new, still has the tag and everything. I'm going to try to sell that one on eBay. And this, I had never seen one of these before. Can you guess what it's for? You sit it on your nightstand and you put your glasses on it. I thought that was so cute. I had never seen one of these before. And let's see. Excuse me. I think this is the most I've talked for in the last 2 weeks or so. Tissue paper, some magnetic photo pockets, a picture frame that says "I heart my cat," and this is just a handful of various greeting cards. Some I'm going to use for their intended purpose, but others I'm going to use in my my junk journaling and collage making. I always like it when I find greeting cards at the bins because they're super cheap. A little bag of odds and ends. I always dig down to the very bottoms of the bins and find all the tiny stuff that has gotten shifted around and has kind of filtered down to the very bottom. I always like finding teeny tinies in the bins. All kinds of fun little things. I'm not going to take out every single one of them. Also found a cross-stitch alphabet pattern book. A big stack of Martha Stewart livings for clipping recipes and whatnot. Stuff for my collages. More Martha Stewart livings, a National Geographic, Good Housekeeping, Mrs. Harkness and the Panda. "365 Days of Nature and Discovery. Things to do and learn for the whole family." Thought that looked cool. Astronomy. Trip to the farmer's market. And rainbow color peekaboo. That wraps it up for the bins. I think I'm going to call it here for the first video, and then do probably at least 2 more for all of my other like Savers and Goodwill type stuff. I'll be back.